Hi, everyone. We're hoping at Ingenious Prep that you and your families are all staying safe, healthy, and positive during these challenging times, especially since the spring is prime testing time for high school students. We wanted to take a minute and talk about these testing updates in light of the coronavirus. So first, while it can be daunting and challenging to overcome canceled test dates, please know that colleges will be, and frankly have to be, understanding of current circumstances. So students will not be penalized for canceled tests, but you as an individual student still need to stay on top of changes and be proactive as you're updating your own testing plan. Here are some major updates as of this last week of March. Again, please be sure to know that there will be other updates in the coming weeks. This type of thing changes very quickly. So in terms of the SAT tests, the March and May tests have been canceled, with students encouraged to take the exam during the June and August dates. You might want to anticipate the June date also getting pushed back, so plan accordingly with your prep schedule. The ACT, similarly, the April test date has been automatically rescheduled for June 13th, and students will receive instructions for free rescheduling for later test dates as well if you were registered for that April date. And if you had planned to take one of these upcoming tests and have been automatically rescheduled, please check that the new date still works for you. In terms of APs, because the tests have been disrupted, the organization is developing a new 45-minute free response exam for each course. The test can be taken online, at home, on any device, and you'll also have the option to write your responses by hand and submit a photo. The AP program has also announced that it will provide live free AP courses to help students prepare for these exams. So that's a pretty significant change. Another major change for students on an IB curriculum is that the International Baccalaureate Organization has announced that the 2020 IB exams, which were originally scheduled for April 30th to May 22nd, are no longer going to be held at all. Students registered for the exams will be awarded an IB diploma, granted that they complete the required coursework and remain in good academic standing. That doesn't mean you can slack off as a student, of course, but colleges have been made aware of these changes for the IB exams in particular. Additionally, if you're an international student needing to take the TOEFL, they've just announced that they're rolling out an online test, which you can take at home beginning March 26th. And that will be proctored as well by somebody taking it with you that's on the test as you take it live. All right, so what does this mean in terms of the impact of rescheduled testing on college admissions? Again, colleges have begun to adjust accordingly. For example, the University of Chicago has released a statement saying that they will evaluate applications in the context of school closures and canceled test dates. Schools like UChicago also are hosting virtual info sessions in the coming months to answer any specific questions about how these things are changing in light of the coronavirus. Similarly, Case Western and Boston University are just two schools which have made the SAT and the ACT tests optional, meaning you can choose as a student and an applicant whether or not you send in those test scores. More schools are likely to implement similar protocols, so definitely keep your eyes out for those changes. And hopefully students will have additional opportunities to take the required tests in the early fall. We might see the SAT or the ACT also implement and introduce online at-home models. They haven't yet, but that could be one of the changes that they make in line with things like the AP tests going online. But if there are ever reasons related to the pandemic that you cannot sit for a specific rescheduled test date, there are opportunities on your college application to explain specific circumstances like that through the additional information section or your college counselor letter. Ultimately, you should not plan to rely on this as an option and should work to fit new test dates into your schedule. So definitely stay organized with this as a student. Now, if you are rescheduled to take the test and are in the middle of your test prep, there are definitely things to stay on top of right now. So if you're planning to take one of these new sittings, make sure that your re-registration works for your summer plans. Registering, if you've already been registered, should be free according to ACT and the College Board, and you should probably plan to register for as late of a test date as you possibly can. As a student, you want to make sure to keep on top of your updates, so dedicate a few hours every week to keeping up with your SAT prep. Continue taking practice tests to ensure you don't forget what you've learned. Some resources to consider are things like Khan Academy, the College Board, which is now offering free prep resources, the official ACT website. Coursera has a lot of great options there. Kaplan has free practice tests. And then there are a number of things like flashcard apps such as Quizlet out there that would be a good option to use as well. So again, students will not be penalized for canceled tests, but there are things you can do now to make sure you're staying on top of your testing plan and updated as testing changes do occur. But first and foremost, everyone, please stay safe and healthy during this time.